Do friends only call when they need a favor? You skip rest, skip lunch, skip your own dreams, and they still forget you. If that hurts, stay. This 8-minute story will change how you see the word no. In a small beach town painted pink and gold, everyone knew Emma. She ran the tiny bakery on Maple Street, hair always dusted with sugar, smile always turned on. Flat tire? Emma lent her bike. Cat escaped? Emma crawled under the porch. School needed 200 cupcakes by sunrise? Emma pulled an all-nighter, free of charge. She never said no. She thought kindness was the recipe that kept the world sweet. But inside her own shop, the ceiling paint peeled like old icing. The mixer sparked. The front window had a crack shaped like a frown. Every night, she swept flour into a dustpan and felt the crack inside her chest grow longer. One evening, her mother peeked in, worry lines deep. "You feed the whole town, baby," she whispered. "Who feeds you?" Emma laughed it off, but the laugh tasted bitter, like burnt cookies. The next week, the town held its big surf contest. Prize money, $5,000. Exactly what Emma needed for a new oven. Contestants lined up, hungry. The mayor asked Emma for 30 dozen snack bags on the house for the spirit of the beach. Emma's knees ached, but she said yes. She baked until the moon hung low. She never practiced her own entry form for the small business grant that ran at the same time. She told herself, "Good people give." Night rolled in with thunder. Wine threw salt and rain against every shop. Emma's cracked window gave way. Water poured across her prep table, drowning sacks of flour, killing the last working mixer. She stood ankle-deep in doughy soup, arms limp, tears warmer than any oven. "I helped everyone," she whispered. "Why am I drowning?" Morning brought pale light and a broken heart. Dragging the ruined mixer, Emma walked to the far end of the boardwalk, where Mrs. Lee shaped clay in a tiny pottery hut. The old woman listened while Emma's story spilled like sugar from a torn bag. Mrs. Lee lifted a wet clay jug. "See this? Without walls, it's only mud. Boundaries turn mud into something that can pour." Emma blinked. The jug gleamed, solid yet gentle. Mrs. Lee continued, "For the next 7 days, pause before you speak. Ask, 'Will this crack my window?' If yes, say not today." Emma's stomach fluttered, but she nodded. She carried the jug home, cradling it like a promise. The test arrived faster than yeast rises. A neighbor knocked, waving a colorful party list. 40 cupcakes. Tomorrow. Free. You're the best." Emma felt the old yes claw up her throat. She pictured her shattered window, her debt, her sleepless eyes. She breathed, steady as a kitchen timer. "Not today," she said, voice small but clear. "I have to fix my shop." The neighbor's smile drooped. "Oh, well, I guess I'll find someone else." Footsteps echoed away. Emma's knees shook so hard she sat on the floor, guilt heavy as cement. Then she stood, pulled on work gloves, and spent the afternoon fitting a new pane of glass. Sunset painted the window gold. She touched the smooth surface and felt something unfamiliar. Pride. Days marched. Each sunrise she asked the clay jug question. Carry groceries for the fishermen? Yes, she had time. Donate an entire day to repaint the pier? Not today. Her walls needed color too. Every polite refusal stung like salt on a cut, yet the sting passed quicker than she feared. She painted her bakery a soft seafoam green. She slept 8 hours, the first full stretch in years. The new mixer arrived, shiny and quiet. Customers walked in, sniffed cinnamon, and said, "Something feels happier here." The big test came on festival weekend. A food truck rally invited every baker in the county. Free booth, huge crowd, great exposure, the email sang. It was the same Saturday Emma had planned her first pay-what-you-want cookie day, her shot at earning the last chunk of oven money. Her finger hovered over the keyboard. Old Panic hissed, "Say yes or they'll hate you." Rain tapped the roof like a ticking timer. Emma closed her eyes, pictured the clay jug, its firm sides holding sweet water. She deleted the yes, typed, "Thank you, but I can't this time. My shop needs me." She hit send before her heart exploded. Nothing crashed. The festival found another baker. The sky did not fall. Instead, the sun came out, and so did people, lining Maple Street for Emma's cookies. By evening, her cash box overflowed like cake batter. She locked the door. danced alone in flowery footprints, and bought the dream oven the next morning. Weeks later, the bakery smelled of honey and sea air. Emma's cheeks held real color. The same neighbor who had huffed now paid full price for cupcakes, smiling. "You're glowing," she said. Emma just pointed at the clay jug on the shelf, its walls steady, its mouth wide enough to pour. One quiet afternoon, Mrs. Lee stopped by for tea. She glanced at the new oven, the bright walls, the calm baker. "See? The jug pours better when its walls are firm." Emma laughed, easy as whisking cream. "I still feel guilty sometimes," she admitted. "Guilt is only steam," Mrs. Lee replied. "Let it rise and drift away. The loaf remains." Emma walked her mentor to the door, then turned to the window. No crack, just clear glass reflecting a woman who finally said yes to herself. So friend, are you like Emma? Do you give until you're mud on the floor? Remember, saying no doesn't shut your heart. It builds the walls that let your kindness flow. Guard your time, your rest, your dreams. When you say yes to yourself, the right people will cheer, and the sweetest treats need the perfect heat.